Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're looking at a really essential item for anyone who loves or restores vintage analog stereo receivers and tuners. It's something you might not think about until yours breaks, and that's the dial cord string for the tuning dial pointer. This particular one is a replacement cord, specifically designed for these classic pieces of audio equipment. When you're working on vintage gear, finding the right replacement parts can be tricky, but something as fundamental as the dial cord is crucial for getting that tuning pointer moving smoothly across the frequency scale again. This cord is a generic brand, manufactured by Vintage Electronics, which suggests it's made specifically for this niche market of vintage audio repair. Let's talk about the specifics of this cord. The thickness is listed at 0.8 millimeters. This is a really important detail because the pulleys and guides inside vintage tuners are designed for a specific core diameter. Using a cord that's too thick or too thin can cause it to slip, bind, or not track correctly. So, having the correct 0.8 millimeter size is key to a successful repair. Another critical feature mentioned is that this cord will not stretch. For a tuning dial, this is absolutely vital. The dial cord is part of a mechanical system that translates the rotation of the tuning knob to the movement of the pointer and the variable capacitor or tuner mechanism. If the cord stretches, your tuning will become inaccurate. You might tune to a station, but the pointer is slightly off, or worse, the tuning becomes inconsistent. A non-stretch cord ensures that the relationship between the knob position and the tuning frequency remains precise, just as the original designers intended. The cord comes in black, which is a standard color for dial cords in most vintage units, so it should blend in nicely with the existing components. The package contains a generous 15 feet of dial cord. That's quite a bit. Most receivers and tuners only require a few feet of cord, depending on the complexity of their tuning mechanism. Having 15 feet means you'll have enough cord to restring several receivers or tuners. This is great value, especially if you're someone who works on multiple units or just want to have some spare cord on hand for future projects. Replacing a dial cord can be a bit fiddly, often requiring diagrams or careful observation of how the old cord was routed, but having the correct type of cord is the first and most important step. This 0.8 millimeters non-stretch black cord seems to hit all the right notes for restoring the tuning function on vintage analog stereo equipment. It provides the necessary specifications for a reliable and accurate repair, allowing you to bring those classic tuners back to full working order and enjoy that warm vintage sound. It's a small part, but an absolutely essential one for keeping vintage audio alive.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.